Okay, we're back in the shop today, and it's time to start a new project. I'm going to call it my first commission because somebody asked me to make something, but it's not really a commission because I'm not getting paid. I've been asked to make a circle with some astrological signs inside of it. So I'm going to do that. But before I do that, I'm going to need to make a bending fork, a little thing to make bending metal easier for doing scrolls and stuff like that. So that's what we're going to start with today. I'm going to get the forge going. I'm going to clean this off. My hammer holder's still working, so that's great. I got my tongs, and I'm going to get started. I got to build the fork out of some something like this. I guess what I'll have to do is saw that off and clean it up, and then we'll get started. I'm gonna, well, you'll see. So roll the intro, and let's get started. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to draw this out to about right here, maybe an inch or so. I'm going to flatten that out and draw it out. Then I'm going to come back here another inch, and I'm going to start drawing it back this direction to leave an exposed, untouched space right in here. Then I'll use some tools to sort of knock that down and spread that out in this direction, then taper this and round it over to make the fork. So let's we're going to get the time lapse going, and we'll see how it turns out. Okay, I got it mostly done. I got to do some fixing on some of the pointy parts that come down, but otherwise it's pretty done. I'm going to cut this off right around here, and then going to use this Allen wrench, pipe wrench. I'm going to use this pipe wrench to put a twist in the bar right around here, so that it, instead of pulling against it this way, I'll be pulling against it this way. So the handle will be faced this way and the forks will be pointing down. That way I can, when I crank on it, it'll have a little more strength and won't be as apt to bend. This won't bend as much as the steel that I'm trying to use it to bend. And then of course I've got to cut this off because it's too long. And then once I get it cut, I'll straighten it off and try to square it up a bit. But it's coming along pretty well. So I'm going to move the camera over by the vise and let's see if I can do a twist. This will be the first time trying this, so everybody cross all of your fingers and your toes, all 13, and let's wish me luck. Okay, the twist is good. Like I said, I'm going to cut it real quick and then finish lining or drawing this handle out, and that'll be it. Otherwise, I think it's good. I'll do some more straightening, and then I'll use the camera and get some shots of me doing some cuts and some grinding to clean this up a bit. So be right back. Okay, we're done for the day. I started out with this piece. I realized that it was too thick both directions. It's too thick this way and too thick this way. Or is that wide? I don't know. It's too big either way. And it was taking too much effort and energy to try to move the metal, and I only got it moved just a little bit. So I switched to this piece, which is thinner, narrower, less thick this way. I think it's the same thickness this way, but at least that'll make a nice solid tool. So here's the end result. I'm gonna have to take this over and put it on the belt grinder to get it finished cleaning it up, and make that end straight because it's kind of crooked, and get all the edges off and flatten it out. On this side you can see I got a little bit of some cold shut in there where the metal wanted to bend in on itself because I'm not good at swinging hammers. But otherwise, looks like the tool turned out pretty well and pretty much exactly like I wanted. I got the twist in it, so that the metal is thick in the direction that I'm going to be twisting and applying pressure. I guess that makes this twist a weak point, but that's okay. If it breaks, I'll make another one. So that's it for today. As always, if you like what you're watching and you want to see more, press the subscribe button. It's free still. I'm going to just go ahead and give out free subscriptions for the rest of the year. There's only a month and a half left. 2 months, month and a half. So feel free. I mean, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything anymore. Again, if you do subscribe and you want to know when I upload new content, click the little bell. That makes the Google people angry, and that's funny. So I guess that's it for now. I made my tool. Next episode's going to be starting on the art piece that I got to do because somebody asked me. My first commission piece. Anyways, have a good night. I'll see you next time.